So it's Monday after a long weekend where we probably all enjoyed our time, and it's about time to share with you my day. This is a ritual that I'm doing each and every day where I'm sharing with everyone one thing that I learned, one thing that I achieved, and one thing that I find out that I need to fix. I'm doing it every day. It helps me to go through the day and realize what I achieved, what I learned, and what are opportunities for changes. And sometimes I'm even getting feedbacks from other people on how to resolve issue that I am posting. So Monday, let's start with the achievement. And the achievement today is I think that I found that very interesting concept that I couldn't find anyone else doing the same or posting about the same. I posted about it today on our blog, and that is well, there's a very common. There are many approaches to define what is your competitive advantage. I posted already about the core context model by Moore, which I prefer the most. It's a simple one and helps you to realize what is your competitive advantage and actually help you to make sure that you always have new competitive advantage in your pipeline. What I came with is I don't think it's enough for you to understand what is your competitive advantage. And in order to make sure that you're on the right track, you definitely need to also understand what your customers think is your competitive advantage and what your competitors think that is your competitive advantage. And if you take those three, you can create like three different circles. Each circle defines different perception of competitive advantage, whether it's yours or the competitors about you or customers about you. And you can obviously see where they are matching. There are two sides or two ends to this model. If the circle of customers and the circles of your perception of your competitive advantage is the same, that's the optimal situation, but you will never be there. The other end is the worst situation where your competitors and customers' point of view are the same and yours is on the side. In reality, there will be always three circles that are touching certain surface of one each other, and that depicts how reality looks like. Now, you definitely want to move to the optimal, and the model simply helps you to see where you are and understand what you need to do in order to change it. So it's a simple one as well. It though required a little bit of investigating to find out what the competitors and what the customers are really think your competitive advantage is. It's not so hard to do it, but it takes some time and effort. But in a nutshell, this model, this is my achievement for today. What I learned today is someone opened my eyes into the theory of not complexity, the theory of chaos in mathematics. It's really mind-blowing, and it's actually supporting in a very constructive way complex adaptive system and everything that we use so far to base our new management system on. So it's a good support, and actually I can tell you that almost every characteristic of the chaos theory we already saw through the implementation of our management system. So I need to dig a little bit more into it and learn it better, and then republish how actually the theory of chaos support the new management system that we are pushing forward. So that's what I learned today. And last but not least, one thing that I find out that needs to be fixed. So there are several people that I'm working with that, like everyone else, have difficulties to deal with other people. You know, every one of us has this other person that we feel that push our buttons and makes us go crazy. That's such an option. And I think that what we need to find out, what we need to fix, is to find a way how those people in my team that feel uncomfortable to deal with such an individual teach themselves how to actually like to be around those individuals, because being around them is actually exercising all the time how to be better, because you learn how to deal with personalities that usually drive you nuts. And again, this is not an option. So this is what I found out that we need to fix today. I know it's a pretty lengthy session today or episode, but that's all. So one thing that I managed to achieve, one thing that I learned, and one thing that I found out that I need to fix, all for Monday. And obviously tomorrow is a new day, and probably if something unique won't pop up, I'll record a session for tomorrow. So that's all, guys. See you next time. Up until then, enjoy your evening and your day. Bye.